facial product. So I jumped at the chance to try it. So that's where it all began. At the time, we had a construction business, my husband and I. We still have that construction business, but it's more part-time. So, you know, we had built that up over 15 years, and what we found was we were getting very tired and we didn't have a plan B. And you hear a lot of people talking about their plan B or needing a backup plan in their lives in case something goes wrong, or, you know, it's really good to have multiple income sources. And we tried property and things like that, but we just weren't comfortable with it. So when this came along, this one bottle, White Has My Heart, and I used it and I loved it, and I saw there was this amazing opportunity. For me, it was a no-brainer, and I honestly did not realise what I was getting into, you know, when I first saw it. But looking back now, obviously it's been the best thing in our lives for our family, but also the people that we've been able to meet, to reach, and, you know, having a bit of an impact on those around you is just amazing. So we're always learning. This is an industry where we, you know, most people that come into it have never done it before. So, you know, that it doesn't matter what background they're coming from. Nothing prepares you for network marketing. It's a massive journey. It pulls you in every single direction possible. And yeah, it is amazing, and I absolutely love it. Do you want me to keep going? Oh, you're on mute, Jimmy. Still on mute. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what are some of the ways you share? How do you start the conversation?
Yeah. So even though I'm passionate about this product, I am really passionate about the business side, and, you know, I can be in a conversation with somebody, and everybody is struggling with something. And I do tend to go towards the business side. I am trying to bring it back to the product because, you know, customers are great, but I really do love to share this opportunity because for me, it's changed my life. So, you know, if I'm talking to somebody, I want them to know that there are options out there. So it's all about intriguing them. You can't just blurt out, oh my goodness, you've got to do this, you know, which is probably what we all did in the beginning. But, you know, just slowly telling them, you know, my story and how it's impacted me, or using a story of somebody else, perhaps in the team, that's, you know, changed their life, even with just $100 a week. They don't have to be making a lot of money for it to impact their lives. That's where I lead from, and that's how I have found most success personally, because that's what I'm passionate about. But like I said, the customer side of things, you know, that needs to probably improve on my part.
And how often do you get together with your team, and what do you do to, you know, increase your team's knowledge and that sort of thing? Tell us a little bit about that.
It's always changing. So, you know, over the 3 years, nothing has been necessarily consistent. You know, you get people that become their own leaders and will go and lead their own team. We do look forward to events, especially corporate events. They are a big deal. For us personally, because there's a lot of online happening, so we'll do some online stuff, but we still do, you know, your traditional in-home presentations, because personally that's what suits me. A little bit of online, but in person. So when you are presenting this opportunity, you know, whether it's in a public place or in someone's home, there's your team building there. They're together, they're around sharing this to their people together. So still the same as online, you're still getting that same vibe, but I find just getting out there and doing the action is how the team bonds together the most.
And how often would you get together with your team? Like, is it a monthly type thing? Is it I know there's a few people up here in Brisbane that they have fortnightly meetings and...
Yeah, our team is very spread. So Zoom has been one of the biggest tools that we've used. So a Zoom meeting like this is something that we have used over the years. As the team has got bigger, people in smaller communities will get together and do a little bit of training together. But when it's so spread out, which our team is all over the place, it makes it harder. But we do at least every month. We'll do, we travel, I'm from Geelong, so we'll go to Melbourne and do some kind of presentation in Melbourne. And I do my own local ones in my home. So, tomorrow night I've got one in home, just going to pull some people off the street and hopefully they turn up.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and the great thing is that, I don't think there's anybody that'll turn down getting together for a coffee. And sometimes, your sharing or your recruitment meetings, that's what they, that's what they do. They, they start off with a cup of coffee. And I've always said no harm comes from a cup of coffee. It's interesting that you raise the events, and that's why we want to give plenty of forewarning about or notice about Deanna coming down. I absolutely loved the energy that was in Perth. I know you had a goodly number of your team there. I think you had at least a couple of tables that I remember in Perth. And so we hope to have lots of meetings. I am travelling over to Perth at the end of this month to help a couple of the leaders over there and do an opportunity meeting and stuff like that. So corporate is willing to come and help and support you and everyone if they're holding a meeting and that they just want to have a corporate presence there. The other thing too, Sonya, that I'd like to make people aware of is if you're having your own event like a Super Saturday or a Super Sunday or something like that, or anybody's having that, all they need to do is reach out to our team and we can let people have some product to use as a raffle or a lucky door prize or any of those types of incentives. So you're right, social media plays an important role in building the community, but we are in a relationship business, and anytime you can get your team together periodically and people come along and, there might be 20 here this week and then next month there'll be 30 and then, in a few months there might be 40 or 50. People think, wow, this is something. I'm a part of something here. All right. Thanks, Sonya. So, team, that brings us to the close of our meeting today, and hope that you got something out of it. Mark in your calendars 2 weeks from tonight. Please provide feedback. G'day, Debbie and Michael. I can see you sitting up there in the corner. Please give us feedback about the time and the availability. It's our very first call. Not everybody saw the Facebook message. Hopefully everybody got the email. If you're not getting emails from ARIIX Corporate, can I get you to check your email address in your back office, because that's the data pool that we draw from. So you might have your ex-boyfriend's email address or something in there, and update that. And also check your spam or your junk folder, because the program that the company uses to send out mass emails. So we use Microsoft Office, and I think the most number of recipients that you can put into an email is maybe 30 or 40. I know it's really limited. So we actually use an outsourced global email software program, and so some firewalls on some computers, I'm sorry if I'm sounding a bit technical, but they automatically block those emails from those mail servers and make them spam. And so check your spam folder as well. But we hope you've enjoyed the call this evening. Congratulations to all our new people for ranking up, and those people who are on the verge, go for it, push forward, and let's see your name up in lights in one of our ARIIX calls in the future. Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I'll unmute you so you can say a quick goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Good night.
I'd just like to
Thank
say it's
you.
nice to see the
Thanks,
girls'
everyone.
faces from customer support.
Yeah, they're gorgeous people. They're gorgeous people.
Nice to put the face to the voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, girls. You're doing a fabulous job.
Thanks.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Nice to know your faces too.
Oh yeah.
Then you know who you're talking to.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Good night.